All right, thanks for tuning in. I am Dave. This is the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Metalhead Zone, this online publication, had a headline about Iron Maiden, more or less ponders retirement. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but I thought that was kind of a weird headline, so I took the clickbait and I checked it out, and it was kind of clickbaitish, but Bruce Dickinson is a really sharp dude. And look, Iron Maiden isn't in my wheelhouse, nor are too many of the folks who come here probably looking to hear about Iron Maiden, but I've always respected this band. I listened to them quite a bit during the 1980s and kind of fell away from their music to some degree. Certainly a lot of Deep Purple influence in their stuff, but I would call Iron Maiden unadulterated progressive hard rock with metal tendencies. They are a very unique bunch of musicians with a very unique sound. And Bruce Dickinson goes on to talk about how they're not dead until someone declares them dead, meaning that they're not going to retire anytime soon. Which doesn't surprise me. Their business model, absolutely amazing, between the artwork for their album covers, the production value of their records, which still, to this day, defies the trend to do compression and to add all these gimmicks. I mean, there's a touch of bluesiness to what they do, and I think that's their Deep Purple influence, but again, they have their own sound. They have their own thing. And in today's world, it's rare to hear a band have, this catalog of music, and they're able to continue playing it, and fans continue to find it. And the fans who were there in the 80s, early 80s and so forth, they're still around. I see them out and about with the Iron Maiden t-shirts on. Some of the coolest artwork, if you're into sort of the death motif, they're it. Of course, Grateful Dead is close, but Iron Maiden, I think, has a bit of a more aggressive-looking death motif, but it's not scary. It's just well done. Musically speaking, again, I think they have created a business model that is sustainable for as long as they want to play music, because they're not relying on radio. Although I think in 1983, I remember hearing Flight of Icarus on the radio, and that was a good year for Iron Maiden, and a good year for rock stations to actually put that song on. I think it actually got into the mainstream rock top 10 for a few weeks, and it was being played side by side with Pat Benatar and all the stuff that was big at that moment. And that showed to me the kind of diversity on radio that is sorely lacking today. But as far as Iron Maiden going anywhere, they're not going anywhere. In fact, I would rather go see an Iron Maiden show than a Kiss concert, because Iron Maiden, there's something about them that I think transcends all of the gimmickry and all of the showmanship and showboaty stuff that Kiss does. And I know they're two different bands, but I'm thinking about how, the End of the Road, spectacular, and it's just a show. See, Iron Maiden can still kick some butt live and on stage, and I don't think they're using tracks. You know what I mean? So that's just my preference. Of course, I would probably bring some earplugs, but I did survive Metallica and Ozzy Osbourne back in 1985, and I can still hear most of the words that I'm saying. So I came through that okay. All right, so that's my first video ever on Iron Maiden, a great band, great marketing, and great guys, too. Funny, too. Very interesting to hear Bruce Dickinson do interviews, because he's very articulate, and he's not boring. All right, done with this video. Surprise video. Me and Iron Maiden today. See you later.